Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Guys, in this video, I will be discussing the practice coding questions for TCS Ninja hiring for 2022 batch. Guys, this is part 7 of this series. Part 1 to 6 are already uploaded on my channel. If you want to watch part 1 to 6, you can visit my channel, and in this playlist, that is the TCS Ninja hiring coding questions playlist, you can find all the 6 parts that have already been uploaded. So make sure that after watching this video, you watch these parts also, as these will be really informative for you and they will help you in clearing your exams. Guys, if you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe it as well as join my Telegram groups also. I am posting regular updates on different companies which are hiring, as well as the coding questions or the interview experiences that have been asked in them. So guys, now let's start this video, and before starting the video, please hit the like button as well as the subscribe button for this channel, and all the relevant links of the Telegram groups and of this playlist are given in the description box or in the I button. Okay, so the question here is, for hiring a car, a travel agency charges R1 rupees per hour for the first n hours and then R2 rupees per hour for the remaining time. Given the total time of travel in minutes as X, your task is to find the total traveling cost in rupees. So what is the question? Like, you are traveling for 7 hours, and for the the cab driver will be charging X rupees for first 4 hours and X1 rupees for next 3 hours, so total 7 hours. So this is, and so given this information, we have to find the total traveling cost in rupees. So I hope you have understood the question. If you have not understood the question, let's just see the example first. Okay, so for example, our value of R1 is 20, that is, this is the value of this is the charges for the first n hours, and what is the value of n? That is 4. Now next is value of R2. This is the rupees that will be charged after n hours is over and till we are traveling. So this is what R2 is, and value of X in minutes. This is the total duration that has been involved in traveling in minutes. So this is 300. So we have to convert first these 300 minutes into hours, and then on the basis of hours only we will use these values to calculate the total cost for the traveling. And guys, one major thing that many of you will not notice, that if see this note, if the total traveling time is 90 minutes, so first converting this 90 minutes into hours, we will have to divide it by 60 minutes, so it will give us 1.5 hours. But in this, what should we do? If we have the total duration in in fractions, then we have to take the ceiling value. Like for 1.5 hours, it must be considered as 2, so there must not be any decimal values involved. Any value greater than 1 should be sealed off to 2, and any value greater than X should be X plus 1. So I hope this thing is clear to you. So the output for this particular question will be 120. How? See, now first we will calculate total traveling hours. That will be 300. 300 is the total traveling minutes. We will divide it by 60 and we will get total traveling hours. So it is 5 hours. Now for the first n hours, that is for the first 4 hours, the driver will charge 20 rupees per hour. So the cost of traveling for first n hours will be this 20 into 4. That will be 80 rupees. Now the remaining time left is 1. So now for that 1 hour, the driver will charge the R2 rupees, that is 40. So 40 into the remaining time. What is the remaining time? 5 minus n, that is 5 minus 4, that is 1. So 40 rupees for remaining hours. Now the total cost will be the cost charge for first n hours plus the cost charge for the remaining hour. That will be 80 plus 40, it will be 120. So guys, this was the question. I hope you understood the question, because it's a very simple question. It was recently asked in the TCS detailed drive, but I am making this video so that you can practice these questions for the TCS Ninja hiring also. Okay, so I hope the question is clear to you and the example is clear to you. Now I will be writing the code for the same so that you can get a better understanding of the question. Okay, so now first of all, what you have to take? We have to take all the inputs that have been given to us. First of all, the input was int R1. It was int R1, then it was int n, that is the first n hours, then int R2, that is the cost for the remaining hours, and then there is int x, that is the total minutes that we have traveled. Now see, now we have to find out the total hours. So let's say int total hours. You can say total hours th. Now how we'll do it? We'll simply divide x divided by 60. Most of you will do like this, and your answer will be coming out to be false, because see, whenever x is, let's suppose x is 90. So now what will it give? 90 divided by 60. What is 90 divided by 60? 90 divided by 60 will give us 1 in terms of programming language. So 90 divided by 60 will give us 1. But if we do 90 divided by 60 0.0, that is one value, either of these two values are float, then what it will do, it will give us 1.5. so I hope this is clear. So what we'll do, we will now we have to take the ceiling value of this 1.5. so what we'll do, we will not divide it by 60, we will divide it by 60.0, that is either of these two values must be a float value. Now what we'll do, we will round it off to the ceil value. So ceil x divided by 60, if it will give us 1.5, then it will be converted into 2 using the ceil inbuilt function. Now for using this ceil inbuilt function, you must include this bit/sddc library. Now we have total hours. Now what we have to do, now see, we have total hours. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate first the cost of first n hours. So how will calculate the cost of first n hours? It will be equal to, let's say, int sum1 will store the cost of first n hours. So it will be simple, that will be r1 into n. It will be really simple. This will be the formula for calculating the cost of first n hours, that is r1 into n. Now what is r2? R2 is the cost of remaining hours, that is per hour for the remaining hours. Now we have to find out remaining hours. So int remaining hours, that is rh. So what will be int remaining hours? That will be total hours minus n. This will be remaining hours. Now see, now there will be two conditions, whether the remaining hours are greater than 0 or whether the remaining hours are less than 0. So if the remaining hours is less than 0, let's just take another variable, that is int sum2. This will store the cost of remaining time after n hours, total cost after n hours. So sum2, it will be initialized with 0. So if our remaining hours is less than 0, it means that we do not have any remaining hour. So total cost that we will pay for the remaining hours will be equivalent to 0. Now this was if condition. Else, what if our remaining hours are greater than 0? Then our sum2 will become remaining hours, that is remaining hours into r2. So this is what our cost will become. So, and in the end, what will be the total cost? So int total cost will be equivalent to sum1 plus sum2, and in the end what we'll do, we'll simply print total cost. So guys, these were the entire code of this question. Now let's just run it and find out, test on different test cases whether it will pass them or not. Okay, so first test case will be given in the question only, that is 24, 40, 300. Okay, 24, 40 and 300. So let's just see what it gives. It should give us, what was our answer? It should give us 120 as our answer. So let's just see if there are no errors that are present. So it is outputting 0. Okay, so guys, one thing that we forgot to take as input, see, that is we have not taken the input of anything, r1, n, r2, x. So that's why our answer was coming to be 0, as their default values are 0 only. Now once we have taken the input, and now once we will be testing on this test case, then our answer should come out to be 120 as given in the sample output. Okay, so it should come out to be 120 if there are no syntax errors that are present. Okay, so it is coming out to be 120. Now let's just test it on some another example, like the cost of first n hours will be 20 only, the first and the value of n will be 1 only, and total number of minutes will be 90. So in this case, these 90 minutes should be correspond to 2 hours, and for the first hour the value is 20, and for the remaining time, that is 1 hour, the value is 40. So it should also give us 90 as an answer. Oh sorry, it should give us 60 as an answer, because 20 plus 40 it is 60. So it is giving us 60 as an answer. So I hope these two examples were clear to you, and this code is clear to you. This code will pass all the test cases that will be given to you. So guys, I hope this video is informative to you, and guys, if you haven't liked this video till now, please like it, subscribe my channel, and guys, please share this video among your friends. TCS Ninja Hiring, the exam is on 12th September, so make sure that you watch all the videos I have given in this playlist. The link of this playlist I will give in the I button and in the description box. So guys, this was it for this video. Thank you for watching it.